Greetings, Twin Flames. This is Lucida of Twin Flame RX, and I'm here on Monday, February 19th, 2017, with your weekly reading for Twin Flames from the time period between now and Sunday, which is February 25th. So the first thing I want to do is share with you this affirmation from the Angel Affirmation Calendar by Doreen Virtue. It says, "We trust our hearts to guide us in the right direction." So this week, trust your heart to always guide you in the perfect and right direction. I want to thank you for joining me for this reading, for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to this YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed already, you may want to do so. I am a Twin Flame in Union, a tarot card reader, empath, psychic, claircognizant, and also a Reiki and infinity healer, and work with the Archangels to help and guide Twin Flames into their harmonious union. So if you want to check out my services, check out the website www.twinflamerx.com. I soon will be on Instant Go app, as well as there's apps and links in the description box below where you can find me now for private chat sessions, or you can hire me for a reading, like a video reading or a channeled message from your beloved. So I want to start off by shuffling the cards. I also want to share with you that this last week was pretty intense with the energies, and I prayed, meditated, and shuffled before getting these James Van Praagh Soul Journey lesson cards for the Divine Feminine's Higher Self and 3D Self, the Divine Masculines, and also for the Union. We have some cards from the Archangel Michael Oracle and Kuan Oracle, and also Miracles Now and Lover's Oracle underneath. But I want to start off with a tarot spread, kind of looking at what a situation could pan out for twins, all twins. So take only the parts that resonate with you and leave the rest behind. So these twins, you or your beloved, over the next week. So I'm in pretty good spirits, even though I'd like to let you know that my beloved and I are having some disruptions in our journey where we couldn't see each other this weekend. I was sick. I also have something going on where I'm not able to really get around too well. My legs are really sore. I do have some ailments, so I don't know. I feel like it's almost a psychic attack on me, but today I'm feeling better, so just want to let you know I'm going through the journey along with you all. So a lot of things that I'm feeling, I feel are for the collective, but I do feel a lot of heavy energy in the feminine aspect that needs to be released in order to balance out with the masculine, and there's still a lot of denial and kind of resistance coming from the masculine aspect on this journey, even though we did come out of that new moon last week. That energy on the 16th was very good for new beginnings, as well as we have the eclipse, so that was a transformative eclipse. All right, so the overall energy for both twins, or all twins this week, is balance with the Two of Pentacles. So we want to come into this state of balance throughout the week. Always think back if you're feeling a little out of sorts to try to get back into your center. So center yourself, ground yourself. This is emotional turmoil in the background, but this individual here is trying to balance themselves on the ground. So try to stay grounded. Remember, your connection with your beloved is infinite, and it's only in the third dimension that we may not experience this connection as fully as we do in other dimensions. So always remember that. But there is the ability for us to tap into this connection even when emotions are running high. We can ground ourselves, tap into the connection, stabilize our union with our beloved. All right, so first card is the situation, and we have a card of communication here with this Page of Wands energy. So it might be you, it might be your beloved, it might be in other dimensions besides the physical 3D, but there may be some message coming from your beloved to you this week. Hopefully there is for anyone that hasn't received any messages or communication lately. What you have here is what's kind of blocking any messages would be the ego. This represents struggles between the heart and the soul, or the mind and the soul, I should say, because and even the mind and the heart, because it's kind of an internal battle that's going on, because the wands are passion. And when we see this card, it usually represents to me a head or a heart battle. That could be in two ways. It could be that the twin that's not watching this, or maybe if you're stubborn and don't want to communicate, you will overcome your ego tendencies to reach out to your beloved, or vice versa, where they will do that. And that could be what, moves the connection forward in the physical. Overall energy is Wheel of Fortune energy, so it's a great time for allowing destiny to just happen, or allowing the winds of change to allow for this connection to organically grow. But it's in your astrology, it's in your destiny, the 4 elements of earth, fire, air, and earth, fire, air, and land, or that's earth. I don't know why I can't think of the last element. Water. These things are helping you in order to bring about your union. So the ultimate outcome that could be possible is that you allow for divine will and divine timing to guide your union into where it is meant to be at this present time. What you have to work with is that emotions are getting smoother. So you may have had a situation in the recent past where you had rocky emotions back here, and here's the rocky emotions, but you're moving into calmer waters where you're able to communicate more clearly what your thoughts and feelings are with your beloved at the right time, in the right place, in just the right way. And the same thing with your beloved, so that the two of you may reach harmony and balance. But you're doing this together. You're working on this communication together. In the recent past, we had the notion that the two of you are going to come together for your union in order to create a third energy, or to work on a mission together, or just to be that light and love shining brightly for others to see around you. So that was both of your realizations in the recent past. In the near future, we have another 3, but this is the 3 of Cups. So this often means a celebration. It means that you're going to be having something happen in your near future that creates joy between yourself and your beloved. So that's great. How you're feeling? Well, you're feeling a little defensive this week. You're feeling that you've given so much of yourself to your beloved, and you're feeling, well, when am I ever going to get that back in return? And how others see you is maybe heartbroken, maybe not so fortunate on the lover's path, but this is going to change because you have the Wheel of Fortune on your side, and you have celebration coming in your love life. What you're hoping for is that the truth comes out and you will be victorious, that your beloved will realize your connection and what it means, and that the two of you will be together in your perfect harmonious physical union, and that all other things will be cut away and removed. Outcome? Well, this outcome could be grim for some, maybe not looking so good, but actually there may be some endings. It could be a beloved maybe ending a karmic pattern situation or something. 5 means change, so there's definitely going to be change happening emotionally with the cups in the water this upcoming week. Your beloved may be seeing it as a negative, only looking at the cups, or maybe you are looking at the cups that have fallen. But actually, after this grieving period is over, there will be the chance to look at what lies behind this person, which is you and your beloved's strong foundation together that can overcome anything. And that destiny is going to basically bring the two of you together. Now I'm going to pull another card just kind of for a clarification of that 5 of Cups energy. Okay, so the Five of Cups, even though there is going to be a change and maybe a loss, there's actually this feeling coming for the both you and your beloved of being in this Fool type energy, which is the energy of, well, anything can happen now. I'm going to follow my heart. So the big message is trusting your heart, like this angel affirmation says, trusting your heart this week to guide you in the right direction. And honestly, that's what I'm doing for myself this week, because I don't know, I feel totally like I felt totally incapacitated yesterday, and it made it so difficult for me to even help clients. Even though I was home, I couldn't help clients like I wanted to because of my own emotions washing over me and stuff going on with my twin, and just feeling like how could I go on? But now I'm realizing today is a new day and I want to follow my heart this week. So I hope you do as well. All right, so I have these cards here. These are the Soul Journey Lesson cards. We'll start with the Divine Feminine energies. The top card is the 5D energy, so the soul energy, or the soul kind of merged with the heart energy for the Divine Feminine. So the Divine Feminine this week is knowing their purpose, that they know what they're here on this planet to do. I resonate so deeply with this because even though I couldn't see my beloved, I made a pact with myself that I am going to focus more on my purpose this week and on my mission. So I hope that Divine Feminine's watching this, their soul is urging them to do the same thing. And then that's going to bring in the 3D, in the mind and in the body, balance. It will bring a state of perfect harmony into the Divine Feminine's world. And this balance is going to be without judgment. So, maybe you're feeling a little off balance this week, but following your soul purpose or your mission and just doing what you think is best by following your heart is going to bring you into that balance, Divine Feminines. Now, Divine Masculine, the soul energy for them this week is growth. Their soul is wanting to expand their consciousness and their awareness. So they are ascending, because when we expand our consciousness, we receive light codes and we ascend to higher levels of awareness. And so that's what their soul is trying to get them to be focused on, this growth. And also the mind and ego energy or body energy for the Divine Masculine this upcoming week is indecision. So they may be undecided on what path to take. Now, if they were here watching the reading, then I would say for them to trust their heart to guide them in the right direction. So this kind of looks like a compass to me, that they're going to use their intuition in all aspects of their life, including this twin flame journey, to make sense of it and bring them into more balance, allowing them to grow and allowing them to move forward toward their beloved. All right, so we have a couple of cards here. So I accidentally saw this card here, so I brought up this one for clarifying. So these are the two cards representing the union for the beloveds, which is the soul energy. So the two soul energy cards this week for the union are failure, understanding that mistakes are opportunities to learn, and then self-esteem. So the union may not always happen. Like when we think it will, maybe that's just like a check-in with your beloved, and maybe you have to spend some more time apart, but understand that that's an opportunity to learn. So whenever you're not with your beloved physically for whatever reason, that failure of us to connect physically in the 3D is there for us to learn and to increase our own self-esteem, that we possess gifts of the soul that benefit ourselves and others, to remember that that includes our divine purpose. That might increase your self-esteem if you're working on your divine purpose. It'll actually increase your joy inside of you if you are really truly following your heart's purpose. And in the 3D, the union energy here is that of blame, accepting responsibility for your own well-being. So your soul is urging your 3D mind and body to always accept responsibility. So never blame your beloved for what's happening in the union. Of course, if things are not happening between you because of their behaviors, there could be some more blame on one side than the other. But when you think about that, think about what's going on. Something's being mirrored to you, so you need to also accept responsibility for whatever it is that is maybe bringing your energy down or not allowing your union to come forward. So the both of you are really responsible for this happening, and it's going to happen between yourself and your beloved when you're both in that perfect balance, when you're both in high vibration, understanding each individual soul purpose, loving yourselves individually so that you can give love to each other and to the world. What we have here are some cards. We have the Lover's Oracle for the union, and we see Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, kind of the Divine Masculine more in the emotional state, the Divine Feminine kind of illuminating the messages. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, let go of resentment. So yeah, if you're holding on to emotions for too long, emotions of bitterness, frustration, anger, hurt, disappointment, that can cloud your perspective of getting into your harmonious union. Remember, you want to follow your heart, and part of that is letting go, because this bag that this fool carries is pretty much empty. So he's not carrying a lot of baggage of like guilt and shame and doubt and unforgiveness. He let go of all of that so that he can pursue his heart's interests. And that's what you want to do on the journey. Even though it might be hard, that is what we're called to do. Now we have the Miracles Now card. It says, when I feel blocked, emotionally distressed, or overwhelmed, I turn to my breath. So that means that whenever you're feeling overwhelmed, you need to just go back to your breath, take deep breaths inward, breathe in new healing energy, and then outward exhale old, stagnant, hurt, pain, disappointment, those negative energies. And keep doing that, or do yoga or other types of meditation to get you in that grounded, centered, clear, channeled kind of 5D, where your mind is not running the show, where you're clear of all thoughts. And then you could really feel your emotions, and you'll feel things that do not matter disappear. Okay, so we have two more cards. The first card here is the Kuan Yin Oracle. Kuan Yin, the compassionate goddess. So female or feminine energy, then masculine energy. Kuan Yin wants us to remember the gates of heaven. All beings have an ultimate spiritual destiny of happiness and freedom, yet some can become frightened of divine love and believe they will do better to hide from it instead of moving towards it. Sometimes we need to help beings find their way to the light by holding peace and unconditional love in our hearts as we pray for the good that all creatures deserve. So if you're not running from your connection, if you're the person that's waiting, staying, holding space for your beloved, then send your beloved unconditional love and be that light for your beloved, so that when they are able to let go of their fears, they will come toward you and you will have that harmonious union together. Archangel Michael says, despite what's going on with your beloved this week, decide to be happy now. And we're going to end this with this little prayer to Archangel Michael. Thank you for helping us open our hearts to happiness, joy, and bliss. We are now willing to see all of the goodness in our lives. And with that, I am sending you some Reiki healing as usual to benefit yourself and your beloved, to clear all your emotional blocks this week that block you and your beloved from communicating and from finding that peace within yourselves and each other and in your sacred union. Many blessings. Have a wonderful week. Namaste.